was the other thing you're doing with me though? The challenge? No socials?
Like only socials for work
Yeah.
related things.
And that's been good.
I mean, I will say I was like tagging a few things on my personal that I just like reposted on my stories, but I haven't been like, I don't scroll TikTok for entertainment. I don't scroll Instagram for any reason. I don't really post.
Yeah.
I really have just been on my type and trim Instagram. And again, I'm like building literally like 10, not 10 followers a day, but almost like it's just going up and up and up and up. So it is satisfying in that way because it is promoting my business. It's creating inquiries, you know, turning into lifelong clients. So that is satisfying, but are we recording?
I started like a while ago.
How is it going for you to be on social less? Oh, welcome back. I'm Jocelyn.
I'm Caden.
And we
are
best By the way, you guys can't hear this, but for the last couple of episodes, Caden has been playing some lo-fi in the background. And it is like...
trying to give it a cafe vibe.
Yeah, and I actually do feel the vibes. Like when we're sitting and chatting, I'm like bopping at the same time. I'm like...
It's like we're at a cafe, got some coffee.
I wish I had my coffee. I'm so sad.
Was yours good today?
It was pretty good, but the first shot I had left sitting for like several minutes because I was dealing with Sienna BZ. And it by the time I like got it together, it was just a little flat.
Beezy.
She was nuts this morning.
Little Beezy.
She was really on one. Not like mean or like tantrumy, just like crazy. Like she had coffee, like, and then running up and down the house, like wanting everyone's attention, like just really crazy today.
I know, she got quiet. I thought you put her down. Like,
no. But Caden, how has it been for you to be not using social media for entertainment? 2 weeks in.
I'm trying to think, like how I had any time doing that.
Yeah.
Too.
That's you would stay up later to do that, like, or you know what I mean? It would be like you to make the time almost.
Yeah, that's a good point. Staying up later, doing it while you're in bed.
Yeah. The wake up and scroll.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think just in the past, I felt as if it was a FOMO, like you're not in the know. You're not
like I need to know what's going on.
Cool.
Yeah, the trends.
Know the trends. Yeah.
The pop culture moments like Demure and like Brat and you know these things. It's like I don't want to be so ancient. Yeah, Brat Summer.
Oh.
Charlie XCX. Brat.
I was around for Demure, but that was the last trend I was aware of.
I mean, Brat was before Demure.
Oh.
It went from Brat to Demure Summer.
Different.
It's actually Brat Summer, Demure Fall. But now that we're going into fall, it is exciting because, I mean, just like in the wedding industry, it's like I love the aesthetics of a fall wedding. Just the natural colors,
fall everything.
The textures.
That will be coming up on our year anniversary too.
That's extremely weird to think about, actually.
We'll still be bitching about the weather.
That will not change.
Nope.
I think we'll hit, we've only skipped one, but we've recorded a double before. So I think we will be at 52 at our 1 year. Like we've done 52 weeks in 1 year.
Do you remember the date?
October 1st was when we recorded. It came out, I think, on the 4th or 5th.
Oh.
So I think by then, like, it doesn't matter. Point is, it's nice that we kept going.
Yeah. So much.
Even if it's just for us.
It's so cool.
Sometimes.
I know, just scrolling and seeing
how many episodes. And they're like long. They're not 20 minutes because we can't shut the fuck up after 20 minutes.
I'll give you an exact date.
Okay.
Lame.
I want to guess October 4th it came out or 5th.
That's okay.
And I can't believe that we've been able to figure out so many things to talk about. Even in sometimes we didn't even like plan what we were going to talk about. There always ends up being like a theme in the end.
But even a small or big audience, it's still, I think people are attracted to it. Because, I mean, I do feel like we're just ourselves.
Uh-huh. Like we're so authentic, brother.
Just, oh my gosh.
So 2 weeks no soch.
Great. I'm gonna keep going. Same thing with no drinking.
2 weeks no drinking. Keep it going.
Yeah. There's no
and now
enthusiasm behind it. I don't have like a temptation either.
And now that you are wanting to do more weekenders, kind of like camping away from the city life, I think that will be
Yeah.
conducive. And now,
Every
if you
weekend.
want to talk
Well, I'm
about how
talking about
that's
I'll
possible,
talk about my Tuesday.
let's start there.
I got a full blood panel test. Just because my week has been so sporadic since that happened.
Yeah, we're just starting at the top.
Yeah, might as well. What'd you do Monday?
I don't even know what day it is today.
Same. But yeah, no, I usually thought
He's
I
not
thought I
good
was
with
good.
blood and gore,
I
like
think I'm
in real
just-
life.
I think it's just my own.
Yeah, right.
And it just kind of felt traumatic. It kind of brought me back to when I stabbed myself.
Mm-hmm.
But she had me extend my arm over like a table like this, so that my elbow was just kind of like, that's right, my forearm was like kind of cutting into the edge.
Okay.
And I was like, shouldn't you have like a nice arm pad or something? Anyway, I think that made it worse because I was kind of flexing,
Sure.
and I just kept
Like locking your
hearing,
knees.
kept hearing
The blood chug.
the bottles being removed.
Mm-hmm.
And I
You were
was
looking
like-
away?
Yeah, the whole
Okay.
time. I didn't look at it once.
That's so funny. I do not. I could literally look the whole time and be fine.
Oh god, that would make it so much
Wait,
worse.
that's so
I
interesting to
probably
me.
should have gotten over with. But there's like a sunset photo, and I was just like trying to just focus my breath, and you just kind of feel like lightheaded. But I was like, oh, I can do it. I can just get past this. This might just be one more. And then next thing you know, you're seeing the light, and you just feel so heavy, but it's like nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like such a crazy dream. I had such a vivid dream. I don't know what it was.
He passed out.
Yeah, I passed out.
He passed the fuck out. What? You went onto the floor, slid onto the floor
I
from
just
the
woke
chair.
up on the floor.
You're such
three
a big boy.
doctors. Yeah, the doctor that was taking off my blood was freaking out almost 'cause I'm like double her size.
No, literally, she's probably like,
That just kind of set the weird tone, honestly, for my week because I still didn't feel normal after that. I just went home. I was so exhausted, slept, and then I just worked. But then that led to, I thought I was going to work the rest of the week, but went down to Tucson with the help of my parents to do more car searching because obviously people in the last episode, that's just found out I can
where
get a
we
new one.
left off. Yeah.
And it's stressful. It really is. It's a bitch. However, the overlanding camping weekends, literally almost I can go whenever, every weekend, begins because your boy got a new, I guess somewhat new, 2019 4Runner. So
Gorgeous 4Runner, excellent condition.
excellent.
It's got the racks on the top, the ladder in the back. It's like
Gobi.
Cadence. It's like visually, it's giving me the vibes of like the white Sprinter
Yeah.
van you've always, always, always dreamed of. But now it could be like that weekender plus your vehicle.
It's so possible.
Big
Yeah,
enough
I
to
know.
camp in, like, but small enough
But
to commute in.
Commuter to work. Yeah, no, it's pretty. It's not zippy, obviously. It is. It does drive and feels like a truck, but it is. I mean, good turn radius. I mean, easy to get around. I mean, obviously, it was both in rush hour in Tucson and then traffic up here getting home. But yeah, it feels good. It's kind of surreal, and I'm just trying to get back in the motion of, I just need to plan more, I guess. Like
And
you,
that's the
you
thing,
work
you're
through the
so
week,
used to the
and then-
spontaneity of just like,
Yeah.
what are we doing tonight? But now this is
Uh-huh.
going to require you to look
Yeah.
ahead, plan
'Cause
out your route.
I want to go like off the trail a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I have the car
Sure.
that's built for it.
Rawr.
No, like go like where if I had my Corolla, right? Like, oh, I can't go
The
through that way. But
dunes.
then, like, what? I could go. Over
You know
here
what? Sure.
If there's like because there's some apps with like GPS, satellite views of like all these different trails and like kind of like access to like different camp spots that might be like not accessible the most.
Mhm.
That's what I want to hit. But that's right. You're right. I have to. There's a lot more planning that has to happen. Like, what am I going to do this weekend? Let's do this one. What's this route? What should I have?
And you still have the national park pass, so maybe
Yeah.
start there with national parks.
Yeah, I mean, I think the closest one though is Grand Canyon, right?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, how far is
Tonto
it?
National Forest, like there's that.
It's a
That's
forest.
like north. No,
You
no, no. It's like maybe it's not forest.
Tonto.
Yeah, it's like national park. It's in like North Scottsdale,
What? Oh, like
like north though.
Superstition Mountains?
Tonto National Forest.
Like
Oh.
going up to Payson?
Maybe it's.
Oh, it
not.
is Superstition. But it's a
Oh.
national forest. I have the national park.
Is that not the same thing?
No. I think everyone
Okay.
has access. Actually,
You
do
should
I
just
have-
look at the pass and see everything that it
Is
covers.
national forest the same as national park? National forests and national parks are different types of public lands with different purposes and management.
The Tonto National Forest is the largest of the 6 national forests in Arizona and the 9th largest in the U.S. That's kind of crazy.
It's more like a desert forest, though.
But
no?
the day passes are $8. I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's
like,
where we
it's
used to
not
take
bad.
pictures, right?
Well, I'm just trying to think because
Right?
Logan and I went to Tonto to do pics for something, and I'm like, I could have sworn that was just like very north, but it's telling me it's in Chandler, which is very south. So I'm like, where did we go?
National parks
Anyway.
focus on preserving natural and historic resources for future generations.
But there's a lake.
They
It's
allow
stunning.
camping, but visitors can't gather items. They are created by Congress and strive to keep landscapes unimpaired. Whereas the forests emphasize resource preservation and other uses, encourage the use of the land for recreation, grazing, timber, wood, wildlife.
It's the America the Beautiful Pass. National parks and federal recreational lands.
Well, I did look on the back of that pass, and it allows you annual access into parks, but of course, if
There's
you need
certain
if there's
fees
fees for
additional.
camping, but I imagine there has to be some free camp spots in Grand Canyon.
Plus, you know, national parks aside, we're so close to like San Diego and the beach. Like you could literally just like for a weekend, like
Mhm.
go to the beach and feel less like maybe stuck day to day
Well, yeah, I have
because you live at the beach.
I literally
And you know people
have
that live, you know.
transportation and lodging.
Yes, exactly. And you can go to any Lifetime gym to shower,
Yeah.
you know, or literally it's so gorgeous there. Like have a day anywhere. Go to the San Clemente one. Park
I see this,
outside.
yeah.
Without it being like a clunky Sprinter van that is like very sus. You know what I mean? It's like that's more obvious that you're probably sleeping.
Well, it is. And even if
you know,
let's like got one. I mean, Mason had one for a bit. I think he still does, but he's about to sell it. It was a bitch. It was his daily driver too.
Yes.
And it was such
Parking,
a bitch. I felt so bad.
finding places to
Yeah,
go.
back it up.
But now you know, I don't want that.
Yeah, I would say unless I
For your
obviously was able to
daily-
afford. Oh no,
For
absolutely
the
not.
daily. Yeah.
Because realistically, in the sense of right now, I have to have a job to support those
Yeah.
weekends. So I need a commuter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's honestly, it just worked out.
It's literally the perfect car for you.
It worked out. So
The sunroof,
next
gorgeous.
week you might have some updates of
Where
my
he went.
future adventure.
So fun. It was like a whole, you don't have to get into it, but it was like a whole 2-day event, even like getting
Yeah.
this car. It was like, it took forever.
I'm sure people that have gotten cars might have
They know.
some issues, but
I'm sure they know.
so much different. Yeah, so many calls and approvals and negotiating
Mm-hmm.
and
Back and forth, back
just
and
like
forth, back
making
and
sure
forth.
you're not getting bullshitted. I was trying my best, like asking questions. and
Yeah,
shit,
no, that's
like,
great.
'cause
'cause I think
can I talk to my parents real quick?
we've
Can
learned-
you leave the room?
We've learned, I think you've learned through various experiences of being taken advantage of, like how it feels, you know what I mean? And so like if you have like those feelings bubble up, it's just really good to like advocate for yourself, stand up for
Just
yourself.
trying to like, or like so you can smell
so
bullshit
adulting.
too. Like,
Yeah. And car salespeople
like, I
are the
know what you're
biggest
trying to do.
bullshitters.
Yeah.
Love that for you. Very exciting. You're literally, this is such a new like chapter of your life, you know?
Yeah, I have no idea what's
It's
going to
so
look like
new.
either.
Exciting.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's okay. I think that's good.
Yeah, each one will lead to like the next, you know?
Mm-hmm. Logan and I were chatting recently, a couple days ago. I don't know. Maybe you were in Tucson at this time. Maybe you were at work, but we can't help but feel like we live in a simulation. And I don't know if you want to talk about that, but think about this.
What is an example of this?
Our genetics are coded with numbers, right? We are
Mhm.
coded beings.
Uh.
And sometimes I just like look up at the sky and cannot help but feel like it's not real. Like this is a created environment. And I'm not talking about like
Talking about that
God the
chemtrail day?
creator. No, it was probably like, no, I think it was after that. It was kind of recently. But I just can't help but feel when I like look out, like all of this is just like a simulation. And it's literally just meant for us to like have a human experience. But think about this. Think about how likely, right? in the millions of years that this planet's been here, there's likely been a civilization that has grown to super advanced technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
That then had the ability to like create a human being or code a human. You know what I mean? Like this is very, very, very likely. Like
So
it's
a
not
different life
crazy.
form
So the aliens
existed.
are the AI, right? Like, okay, not AI in terms of like, I don't like the word artificial.
Oh, so are the
intelligence.
aliens creating another species, you're saying?
Like the aliens are like conducting an experiment or a test to see like, oh, what it's like what we do with rats. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, how do they behave if we do this to them? Or you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And to study and to learn. So I really feel like we're literally here in like a study experiment, but just a very
It's a very
long
big one.
term on this massive scale. But time doesn't exist, right? In space, like time is just a construct that we have to move through life, but that it doesn't exist. Like something that supersedes time and space in our dimension, that they're higher dimensional beings or interdimensional beings looking down at us like we're literally rats in a maze and just kind of like seeing how things play out. I can't help but feel that way. What do you think about that?
It's definitely a possibility, but I don't think we'll ever know anything.
I'll ask ChatGPT. What should I ask? Hold on. Are humans an AI experiment?
Well, we're like the aliens creating AI that is going to turn into like a type of being, and then
No, legit.
it just repeats itself.
Because
maybe.
if you can like grow,
That will
can't you grow
self-destruct.
body parts as well? Like, can't you like create body parts like individually?
I
Like
think
we can
there's
create a new
some
nose, we can
things-
create a new arm for people. Like
3D print.
yeah, so it's like think about how there's likely already been these advancements in technology like a million years ago, and that we are literally just in this societal construct.
I mean, yeah, Earth is so old, and then our own lifetime is a snap of a finger
Yes.
in the grand scheme of it all.
Let's see what ChatGPT thinks. Yeah, the simulation hypothesis suggests that advanced civilizations might create highly detailed simulations of reality, potentially making it indistinguishable from what we perceive as real life.
I think there was another.
It's conceivable that future societies could create incredibly lifelike simulations. And then thinking about like, I mean, we don't have to get into time travel, but I just wonder. My phone literally keeps going off, but it's the ring.
I
Probably the
know
wind.
that's a
It's super
bitch.
annoying.
We need to change.
Makes me, yeah, I want to just trim the trees though around the ring.
Or like the sensitivity of
That's a good
the
point.
camera you can adjust.
Because every time like a car passes over here, I get like a
Or at night, sometimes orange
very
tree shed.
annoying. A bug flies by.
I know, it's like obviously you want the safety, but
There's also mathematical structures within our reality. So some theorists argue that the universe exhibits mathematical patterns that could suggest a programmed reality. Thinking about even, our genetics, they're coded.
just think about how does one even create mathematical equations.
Well, it's not even created. It exists. And it's more like you're discovering the mathematics that already is there. You know what I mean? That's not like a thing we invented. It's like a thing we're discovering
Math
and
is
like
nature.
identifying. Yes, 100%. He's like, let me look that up.
Is math nature? Why not?
It
Considered
might
a fundamental aspect of nature. Observable patterns and structures in the natural world often align with mathematical concepts, suggesting that math underlies the order and regularity seen in the universe, rather than being solely a human invention. Examples include the Fibonacci sequence found in plant growth, with the symmetrical patterns in snowflakes. Yeah, that's weird.
It might be statistically more likely for beings
So we're in a computer
to be living in a simulation than in a base reality. I think it's more conceivable. There's obviously no concrete evidence,
Inconceivable.
But name that movie.
You name it.
The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Marriage.
We'll
I
have to
honestly
watch
love that movie. I was just thinking, I think that's a great costume
That might
too.
be a movie where
To
you
be like-
go ahead and watch it again. Like what?
Like what was I think?
'Cause
No,
it's
it's a
so long
classic.
ago.
I just remember him climbing the cliff and then having the sword fight. I am Inigo Montoya.
Yeah.
Like so classic. And what a great costume for like the guy like to have the black, outfit and then the girl to have the orange dress and the long blonde hair. I just think that's a great couple's costume. Ideas. Do you have any Halloween costumes that you're doing?
I'm probably gonna be working.
True.
And again, oh yeah. Okay, it's all coming back to me.
The movie?
Yeah.
It's
What a
all
weird movie.
coming back to me.
Yeah, that nasty cut on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. The like machine thing that's like electrocuting him.
Interesting.
Also, have you heard just back to simulated reality for a minute? Let me just dive a little bit deeper into that. So here is just some there's no definitive evidence, right? But here's the arguments that people have, and this is, in my opinion, just potential evidence that would suggest that we live in a simulated reality. Number one, like we just said, the mathematics of the universe. The universe operates according to mathematical laws and patterns. Some argue that this suggests a designed or programmed reality, similar to a computer simulation operation using algorithms.
Math wasn't created; it was discovered. That's pretty cool.
There you
cool
go.
way to think about it.
Take that home. The advancements in technology, obviously, as virtual reality and artificial intelligence continues to evolve, the potential for creating immersive simulations becomes more plausible. And I do feel like this isn't the first time a civilization has gotten to that point. You know what I mean? If we can create simulations that feel real, advanced civilizations might have already done so.
Which is a safe theory.
I think that makes a lot of sense to me. Also, quantum mechanics. Certain interpretations of quantum mechanics, such as the observer effect, suggests that reality may not exist in a definitive state until it's observed. We've talked about this a little bit. Like this house only exists because we're in it and we're looking at it. If we're not here, like it doesn't exist. And that is how the computer doesn't overheat. You know what I mean? By having everything exist 100% of the time, it's only what's being observed exists in that moment in time. This idea has been used to argue that the universe behaves like a simulation that updates when observed. Yeah, very video game-esque. This other thing that says fine-tuning of constants. The physical constants of the universe appear finely tuned for the existence of life. Some theorists suggest that this fine-tuning might be a result of programming choices made by a simulator or creator. And that's the thing, everybody believes in a creator, but nobody like thinks that it's potentially like an interdimensional alien or AI being. You know what I mean? Like people always think about God and religion, but it could very well be a creator, just not the way it's like shown in religion, you know? There's also a lot of unexplained phenomena. Some phenomena, such as consciousness, the nature of time, remain poorly understood. Some proponents of the simulation hypothesis argue that these gaps in understanding indicate a constructed reality. Also, glitches and anomalies. I've literally seen videos of crazy glitches.
In the Matrix.
Some people sometimes point to glitches in reality, such as deja vu or unusual consequences, as potential evidence of a simulated environment. I just think it becomes statistically likely that we are in one of these simulations rather than like an OG reality, like, which is kind of scary to think about. Like, if this isn't original reality, like, what is? What does the actual world look like not in this simulation? Like, imagine how advanced, like, we can't even compute how advanced the quote unquote original reality got because we're just in this bubble. Firmament, if you will. You know what I mean? Like, what if the globe, like, what if it's not like a marble? What if it's like a bubble? You know? I mean, I guess it's like the same thing. But
the world?
Like our world. Like it's just this contained, I mean, particularly the Earth. We don't know anything about anything. You know what I mean? Like, what does NASA even do today? Like, I don't even know what they're up to.
The Wait, what is it? The telescope
Hubble.
that takes the Hubble.
Mm-hmm. I just heard that there's a photographer, just this like freelancer guy that took what is now like the most crisp and like best photo of the moon to exist, like better than what NASA has ever done. And I'm like, if a guy with his own like camera set up in his own house like can take the best known
Why aren't
photo
we shooting out like fucking, what do they call them?
signals.
No.
Okay, because did you see what was that? Was it Three Body Problem where they were like shooting
Yeah.
out signals?
Oh yeah.
That was nuts.
I still never finished that.
I don't know if we did either. Now that it got dumb.
It got near the end.
It was like
when she decided to
okay.
go back to the
Yeah.
research, whatever.
It got weird.
But it had some decent, I guess, ideas of things you can relate to our current state of being. With aliens or other civilizations in this space. What are those little fucking, like, not a drone, but like little robots to just put on the moon to like walk around.
Yeah, like a little robot. I also just asked ChatGPT if AI will ever become a physical model like a human and be like indistinguishable from a human. And he basically said the idea of AI evolving into a physical model indistinguishable from humans involves several technological, ethical, and philosophical challenges. Some key points. Obviously, significant progress in robotics. There are some humanoid robots exhibiting lifelike features. However, the full range of like human expression and emotion and interaction is still like we're not there yet.
Perfect.
There's also the Turing test. That's the thing. Like humans also can be like unpredictable, like spontaneous. There's just so many things about.
You think we went to the moon?
Low key, no. High key, no. No. No, that's all I have to say about that.
Show me
Also,
the Carfax.
I'm just curious about the ethical considerations. Like creating human-like AI does raise ethical questions about consciousness, rights. Do they have the same rights as humans, even though their brains?
That's why there was a strike because, since AI is becoming so obviously
advanced,
better and better and advanced, and developed, that these certain like movie studios were trying to basically claim the rights of prior footage they have of extras or something because then they can just fill that in, basically like own their face and what they look like,
their
so
likeness.
AI
Yes,
can just shit that out in movies and stuff. For
that's the thing.
It's
like
way cheaper.
There is that Black Mirror episode.
Dude, that
where
show
they
is
owned
creepy.
the likeness of this actress and then put her in this movie that she didn't have to be in, right? It was just
Miley
her
Cyrus?
face.
Was it that one?
No, it wasn't that one. It was in the newer, it was I think the first episode in the newest Black Mirror season was literally about that, about how they used this actress's likeness. Oh my God, it was like such a mindfuck of episode actually. I really love Black Mirror because it does call into question a lot of these ethical things. But with AI, at the end of the day, humans possess complex emotional and sensory experiences that are shaped by our biology, our culture, our personal history. So I don't know if you can replicate the depth of that experience in like a robot. But again, if they started a million years ago trying, you know what I mean? Likely they could get to a place, you know, where we are AI.
But what about, that doesn't really explain like every other organism that exists. And those that we don't even know
biology.
That do exist, right? Think about the ocean.
Oh my God. The way I feel like there is civilization in the ocean. Like there's definitely mermaids.
Yeah, like in Atlantis or something.
There's mermaids.
Why
there's
not?
mer people and sirens. Why not?
There's more ocean world than there is land world.
Yes.
Way more.
And we have just barely cracked the surface. And wasn't it like NASA used to explore the oceans and then they shifted to space? Because it's kind of like the same thing. Like, imagine if you could get to space from the ocean. Imagine if there's portals to space back and forth. Like, you go so high up, you end up at the bottom of the sea. Like, what if it is like this revolving door?
Infinity loop.
Yes, exactly. You go enough far down, you get to space.
Real tinfoil
and
hat.
can like see down. No, it's totally. But like, we don't know shit about dick.
Well, yeah, because the bottom of the ocean kind of looks like space.
Yeah. And it's pitch black at the bottom of the ocean.
And almost endless.
I just think
Yeah,
it makes
ocean-
sense to me.
Yeah, things exist constantly.
Yeah.
I just sometimes I get lost thinking about like things existing right now as we are. Like somewhere in the world, there's a fucking killer whale just going crazy,
Not the killer whale.
or dolphins like
Uh-huh.
that.
Just
no one
what
is
do they
observing,
see,
but they are
bro?
existing. So we think.
Right, exactly. Right. So then it's like, but that's the thing. I do think that
What do
there's
they
like
see? I know.
people in the ocean.
What do they see?
And if they live on the bottom of the sea, they probably don't need eyes because it's so dark that they probably just have all these other senses, you know?
Well, I mean, dolphins just like their brains, right? Are really intelligent and similar. And
Yeah, they're so smart.
we are actually, I think, I don't know if we want
Smart
to talk
as
about this one episode, but I think some scientists were almost like creating a language to communicate with sea animals like dolphins, or
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that's real life or not. Scientists developing language to speak with dolphin in space. Yeah, scientists are developing ways to communicate with dolphins.
Mm.
Computer, artificial intelligence. That's another thing too, though. Like the pluses of that, like artificial
Also-
AI can help us like communicate with.
Anything.
Yeah,
That's kind of scary. Think about
like,
the,
have you seen those new phones where like they're talking and it's literally like translating to the other person like instantly,
like a language.
almost?
Yeah. I
Like,
could. I mean, that
perfectly.
makes more sense
That
because
would
we have the basis for language.
well, that's the biggest
program.
thing of.
But do we have the basis for animal
I think
language?
opposing views is lack of communication. So
Sure.
there's
And
a
also
worldwide communication.
Linguistics.
Yeah,
Words mean different things to different
yeah,
people.
or even language of body, right? So
Body language. Think about this, Kaden.
body language.
Think about the deep sea diver suits. How astronaut as fuck do they look? It's the same suit.
Well, you got to
Also,
think about the pressure.
technology developed for deep sea exploration, like submersibles, have parallels in technologies used for space exploration. What if space is water? That's why it's like
A
anti-gravity.
type of water.
Yeah. With maybe like a high salinity, like high salt content, so that's like more floaty. I don't know. Let's test it. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me read this a little do. I'm just reading what AI has to say, but he's not like quite answering my questions.
But it's tough because you can talk about being in a simulation or being observed by other beings, or how are all math. But I guess
Yeah.
But probabilities of just existing as a human is also
Crazy.
like. Hold on, there's this one Neil deGrasse Tyson quote.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many people can exist? You take a look at the genes and find how many combinations of genes can make an authentic human being.
Mm-hmm.
And it is stupendously a larger number than 100 billion.
Mm.
So what it means is you are alive against stupendous odds.
Mm-hmm. Numbers.
Yeah, still numbers, but odds of just being able to have a brain or
Yeah.
being alive in this time, being on Earth.
Mm-hmm. And maybe it's not that
Peace
you go
on
so
Earth.
far into the ocean that you end up in space, but what if there are underwater portals, wormholes, you know, that provide a
underwater
shortcut?
oceans. There's oceans in the ocean.
That's what's so nuts.
like beaches.
So crazy. And you know what is also crazy? You know that, what was that documentary about the fish?
Black
Black wreck.
Seaspiracy or
Seaspiracy.
Black Wreck.
You know how they love to just like blame all of these issues, like, okay, the plastic straw is just like a distraction, for the fact that these fishing nets made of plastic that are the size of a football field, the pieces of that falling apart is what is fucking up the ocean and the coral.
It's
and
not the plastic, it's the
It's the fishing
the
nets.
fishing equipment. Yeah.
It's the fishing nets.
Yeah. That
That's
was the biggest
destroying our
thing.
ocean. And
Yeah.
yet nothing's being done. We know what it is. But the
Or,
fishing
like-
industry is so
Or the dumping of like not good,
Yes.
like they kill a shit ton of fish and they just
Oh.
throw ones out.
and also just all the dolphins or other animals that die by being scooped up and then they just like discard
Slaughtered.
them. Yes.
So much blood. But how do you even measure that given the size of all oceans?
What do you
Obviously,
mean?
it's an issue, but I'm just saying.
There's just got to be a better way. There's got to be. It's too profitable, for them to stop. Isn't it like $1
abusing.
billion? I'm sure, like fishing.
Abusive.
I'm going to ask.
Speaking of deep ocean, though, do yourself a favor. Look up on YouTube, Experience the Underwater World Through the Eyes of a Free Diver
Mm.
by National Geographic. That's all I'll say. It'll blow your mind, especially post-edible.
Is that what you did last night?
No.
Okay.
I think I've shown you that. I've shown you guys that video.
The global fishing industry. Also, where did the music go?
Yeah.
The global fishing industry, including both commercial and recreational, contributes to $400 billion every single year to the global economy.
What the hell?
So that's the thing too. It's like commercial fishing is a significant source of income and employment for millions of people worldwide. But
What if you can do AI fishing?
whoa. And that's the thing. It's like, why can't we use AI to take care of all of our problems?
Yeah, clean the ocean.
Let's come up with ideas, people. Come on, AI. Tell us how to clean the oceans. Let's go do it. It's like
Or have
there's just too much corruption.
some equipment that is AI that efficiently and with
But there's also
cleanliness.
like overfishing is the thing. There should be a regulation,
How do you regulate something that's
that's in the middle of the
bigger
ocean. No, I know.
than all?
I mean, what is that? Maritime law.
What the fuck?
I keep
Stupid
getting-
shed.
No, it's so annoying. It's fine.
Maritime law.
What is the law of maritime?
Maritime law, also known as admiralty law.
Hello.
A set of laws that govern nautical issues and private maritime disputes.
That's the thing. It's all private sector.
It includes both domestic and international law. Yeah, isn't that crazy? There's like international law in the oceans. Like
Yes.
they're international oceans. No one,
Maritime
not
law.
one country owns an ocean.
Rules
but
that govern commerce and navigation on the seas. But it's like, who came up with those laws?
How do you
and what
border?
are they?
is there borders in the ocean? Like
I'm sure.
non-physical,
Like,
of
oh,
course.
now I'm in France. Now I'm in Italy. You know?
There are borders in the ocean called maritime boundary
Boom.
that are defined by the United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea.
Oh, gorgeous. The law of the sea.
Territorial exclusive economic zone. A country can claim a 200 nautical mile zone from its coastline.
Okay. But then the rest is just
Free
free water, free
A
ocean.
12 nautical mile buffer zone that extends beyond the territorial sea. They're arbitrary, similar to neighborhood boundaries in a town. English Channel is only 34 kilometers at its narrowest point, so the national border is located at the midway point of the channel.
Interesting. That's just a whole, like, other...
Mess.
Bro, messy.
Isn't that weird though? There's like certain people in those fields that like dedicate their life to this certain shit like that.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Boring. No, I'm just
someone.
kidding. But that's got to be so complex because water
That's why there's
is
a
ever
purpose for
flowing.
everything that is on this goddamn.
and
planet.
water's also like continuing to erode, right? So it's
Erode
like
and
new,
flow.
like there's always going to be
flowing around.
shifts in these like lines, and you know what I mean. And also, how I'm sure there's technology now, but like, how on earth did people navigate the fucking seas, bro? Pirates. Think about way back when, before technology.
Or even
You're just like
leaving a continent and
making
they're like,
a
I
map.
hope there's land down there. Like Europe to
You
here?
could be at sea for fucking years.
Months. Months. I don't know about months.
If you don't know where you're going, you're just going in
Maybe.
a circle. And in the different storms,
Yeah, how was a compass discovered?
Google it.
Gemini. Google Gemini's on our side today. It's just these little things.
It's just these little things that I'm just wondering.
The magnetic compass was invented through a series of discoveries and advancements over time, including lodestone. Ancient Chinese people discovered that lodestone, a naturally occurring magnetic ore, would point toward the magnetic poles if suspended, so it could turn freely.
What?
That would look like,
But like what
alien
years?
right? Like
yes.
if you discovered that
Yes.
ore that would point. Like,
And that's the thing.
Fuck, what's going on?
Electromagnetic, just the way that we have all of these things that we are also not utilizing. Like we 100% can have free energy,
Yeah, probably.
but big energy ain't letting us.
Big brother. Well, also like way back when someone first saw the first tornado or something like, or a
Like, what the hell?
or a hurricane. I wonder if it was like it felt
Not the
biblical
first,
to
but just
them,
like
or not the
wasn't
very first
no, of
ever tornado.
course.
I'm saying like
The first person to witness or group of people, or
Yeah.
not even the first, but like for someone to see that for the first time and not know what it is.
or like European settlers pioneering
Uh-huh.
across. And obviously
They go to
passed
Oklahoma.
the plains.
And they see, I'm not in Kansas anymore.
I don't know, or they are in.
They went to Kansas. They got blown to bits. Because we obviously track these things because we got the trackers. But before there were trackers, it's like,
Or how
wait, does anybody know about this
How do
shit?
you map the globe? Well, you see that website where you can compare states and like the map is construed just to fit on a rectangular piece of paper.
Yes, but
global
it's
map.
like compare Texas to Europe actually instead of just on this map. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, there's like the technology we have now. But the maps used to look different as well.
Yeah, they're called different. Like there's
Mhm.
different type of names
Mhm.
for those maps.
My iPad's dead, so
But-
that's it for my searching. I just can't believe all the things we don't know. And we will literally, it's like, unless I'm dedicating my life to certain topics, I just won't know. And that's okay. It's for someone else to figure out.
Yeah, because 5 hours is gonna go by and we're gonna
I'm
fucking
gonna be
not
like,
care.
what the fuck?
Not gonna care about this issue.
No, literally. And that's part of the human experience.
The Mayflower in 1620, the Pilgrims traveled from Plymouth, UK to America for 66 days. Okay, that's not that bad.
That's not terrible.
How do we even know
But
this?
in terrible
the
conditions,
Columbus
right?
voyage, 10 weeks
Mm-hmm.
before reaching an island in the Bahamas.
Bahamaman. We're actually watching a new show. Let me tell you about the show.
A new one?
It's called Bad Monkey with Vince Vaughn on Apple TV Plus.
Oh,
the
yeah. You're liking it
streaming
still?
service that doesn't know how to market but has the best shows. Love it.
Bad Monkey.
It's very entertaining. There's like, dude, I can't remember the exact distance, but from Florida to Bahamas is very short of a distance. Again, I can't look it up at this time because my iPad is dead.
I
but
can.
there's just
How old do you think Vince Vaughn is?
links. I think he's probably 50s.
It's not showing me, damn it.
He's definitely looking older.
54.
That sounds about
Distance
right.
from Florida to the Bahamas by boat?
By boat, by plane.
It's only 50 miles.
Yeah, dude, isn't that crazy?
The closest point.
But that's kind of like a big part of the show is
Bahamas has over 2,400 islands, made up of several smaller island groups, including the Abacos. I'm not even going to try and say those.
don't insult them. But the show is good. I recommend. Do you have any shows that you're watching right now?
I finished The Boys.
The
I
Boys.
binged that.
Yeah, Logan likes it.
That's
Definitely
it, though. That was
seems
it.
broy.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool. I mean, Logan will eventually see that it relates to like current times.
Uh-huh.
Like this
Like
separation
real world
of
issues.
beliefs. Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
And like they like made fun of that Pepsi commercial with Kendall
Mhm.
Jenner in their own way. Like it fit in the storyline. It's very current.
what year was it filmed?
I mean, season 4 was
Oh my
I
god,
just finished.
season 4.
yeah.
I thought there was one season.
Started in 2019. It ended this year in July 18th.
No
Season
way. I
4.
did not know there were so many
There's
seasons.
gonna be another season 5, but that's not till 2026.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's about it though. I mean, I don't
Wow.
have anything else. I'm just gonna be spending time. I mean, my shows have just been like turning in a 4Runner to a camper or
Mhm.
Overlander, and
You're all up on that YouTube.
just like pen. Yeah,
Cool. Love it. Love to hear it.
I don't have any shows.
I don't have.
No social media, no shows. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I got nothing for you. No more catching up, Gaten, because I'm not even caught up.
Yeah.
I mean, just for the time being.
For how long?
I don't know.
Why not forever?
We'll just see like how long it feels good. Which is, just following.
I mean,
follow
the
your
initial
feelings.
draw was just because of boardom,
Yes.
and to feel
So if
like
you're keeping yourself
to
busy
feel
with
like
other
you were
things,
a part of community because COVID,
Mhm,
the
mhm.
quarantine.
But we got to make up our own community.
Yeah. Like what?
You're going to be in the camper community.
Yeah.
You're going to be in the little nature boy. Little tree
Should I just
hugger.
keep this beard going?
Yeah, no. Well, in time for fall,
I know. Maybe I will.
possibly
Sometimes I just feel like a hobo, but
shave your head.
shave my
Yeah.
head? No. This is gonna stay long, especially
I know.
with that thing.
I know. You got to fit the part.
Yeah. Granola. Here I come.
Ah, I'm excited for you.
Speaking of which, I want some of that.
My granola.
Organic. Wait,
Fine.
what was it?
I think it's like,
Probiotic.
yeah, probiotic
Sick.
granola from Costco. I did another
Just
Instacart
sucks though, because
delivery.
granola can. I mean, the serving size is so many calories.
Yeah, but I just, with my little like yogurt in the day, I just put in a little couple for like some texture.
Dude, that's what I'm gonna do.
You know what I mean?
Got that yogurt guy.
Sometimes texturally, yogurt's too one note for me.
One
I'm having
note?
like a bowl of yogurt with like
The
even
same
with
cream.
days, it's like I need something to chew.
Oh yeah, that crunch.
I'm stretching so much. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay, sorry. On that note,
Follow.
follow. Even though I literally haven't posted it Instagram in weeks.
If you have, oh, that's a problem. Most people that
Don't follow. Don't worry about it.
no, I was gonna say like, let me know if you're listening. I mean, I don't want to find
I just
out.
don't post. But
At the club.
the audio
mean-
only still go out on YouTube, so you could technically comment on that.
I don't even know who listens anymore.
Oh, please.
7 though, like I know it's not. I don't think
No,
any of my
that's-
friends listen anymore.
They don't. Well, here's the problem. I mean, no, it's not
No,
a
it's
problem.
not. They probably will when they can, but it's just like you.
I don't
listening
even
your-
listen to
I know.
podcasts these days. So if you've listened to this point, thank you so much. And
Yeah.
you're so cool. And it's going to be okay.
And
And-
Jocelyn wants to be your friend too
Kaden gets messages like that, or
in person.
people saying
Yeah,
they
we'll
want to be
see.
my friend.
I mean, who knows? Yeah,
I
you
could
can be
always
mine
use
too.
some more friends. Yeah.
I was gonna say let me know, but most people would let me know like via Instagram. But it's like,
Mhm.
well,
We're off. So
guess I'll have to access it on my computer like some boomer.
Well, see you next Tuesday. Thanks
Yeah,
for sticking
49
with
on the
us.
way.
We're almost to 50. That's pretty cool. Maybe I think we'll record 50. I say that, I've been saying we're
Video?
going to record video for a long time now, but for this one, we
It'll
just
come
might.
when it comes, but the
Yeah.
podcast will continue regardless.
Regardless, we're always here for you.
Delilah.
See
See you next Tuesday. It's gonna be okay.
Bye.
Bye.